What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
We are, where we at, Bear?
We are at Lil Cochran RC Speedway and Hobbies in Cochran, Georgia.
Hope everybody's having a good night. Hope everybody can see this and hear us, and we're going to start working on it and see what we can do. So we're going to give the mic in a little bit to
David.
David himself. So,
We got David on here. He's coughing.
I'm not sick anymore. It's just all this stuff.
uh-oh, are you playing the music again?
Am I? No.
I can hear it in the background.
I'm not playing anything.
That looks like one of those. Remember that drum set thing they had
Mm-hmm.
for what was that on? PlayStation
I don't remember. What was that on, Bear?
Oh, Guitar Hero. Yes.
Good deal.
What's up, Richard Carter? What's up? Y'all make sure to go tell Nick Freeman, Vincent, and Jamie that we are live.
Mine sounds like you're in an echo.
I know, I heard that echo.
Put it on the table.
You know why?
Why?
Because you got a mic. No, there's a mic behind you right there. So, I don't know. How does it sound? I'll tell you what, I'm going to mute yours and tell me. What do you think?
Ready in about 10 minutes-ish. Just trying to get this stuff done.
Hey, Patrick Loveless, Michael Oborn. What's up? What's up, Michael?
So what's up? I mean, what'd you find out?
Oh, I think it was because of my phone.
I don't know. How does it sound?
It sounded good.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to
Tucker
let y'all.
Racing RC, what's up? How are you all? Nick Freeman is watching. What's up, Nick?
All right, I'm gonna
We're in here.
be right back, y'all.
You leaving? Gabe Hondado's watching. What's up, Gabe? I hope everybody's having a great night. Tucker Racing RC says, hey. I hope everybody's having a great night. Like I said, we are here at Lil Cochran RC in Cochran, Georgia. And David is getting ready in about 10 minutes to have the meeting. Left turn, Clyde, LOL, that's right. They are actually going to have a race next Saturday. Not this Saturday coming up, but next Saturday is going to be a fundraiser. I think it's a Toys for Tots. Brian Cash is watching. What's up, Brian? How are you? And I think Richie's checking the sound, making sure everything is going good. And I should rent a house down there. The amount of time I'm about to spend there, LOL. Okay, I should ask him. Jamie Bennington is on. What's up, Jamie? I hope everything is going good. Did y'all buy those SR10s? Y'all getting all them dirt cars ready? Come on down here. But we are super pumped to be down here. I think tonight we're also supposed to go live with Tommy Burgess. And we're going to also discuss the NPRC Racing Series. Nick Freeman, Jamie Benton, there's a race there next weekend. Yes, there is. What's up? Gary Campbell is watching. What's up, Gary?
How many more should I
How
make?
you been? Y'all need to go make sure y'all go
about
check out Gary
40
Campbell's
right
Straight
now.
Time Spoiler. Hey, you guys. How are y'all? Cash money up in here.
Chase gonna eat.
Date on them
I
things
hope
are
everybody's
December
having a
5th, so I
great
just
night.
put them
Like I
on the
said, we
phone.
are here in Little Cochran at Cochran, Georgia. Oh yeah, that and about 4 more. LOL. What's up, Jamie Benton? And yes, it's
I didn't think about it
always
till I got back.
sweet,
I should have
Jamie.
got you some diet drinks. You said there was none here.
And
But I got Mountain Dews and I got Mountain Dews and water.
Miss Oval, don't oval
All right.
for 20 years. come on back and do some dirt
me
oval
get my
down
book.
here in Georgia. He's
All right, you
got
guys,
a
come play out
great
here, please.
setup.
I'm trying to make some papers.
I get it. But look what you're doing on my floor.
They're actually.
that-
Oh, what happened? Okay.
No, I was
I've been under the weather.
I'm
all week.
kidding,
Well,
buddy.
Gary,
Go
I
ahead.
hope you get to feeling better.
Anything else I'm missing? Taste that goes from like me. Black.
Paper plates and forks.
I got them. Sorry. I had too much. Why can't they cut it off?
Yeah, I'll be in Pickens Saturday. Bring the front back. Sweet, awesome.
Do you think
I
I'm
can
gonna
hear
speak
David
up?
well, absolutely. Not now, but they could. I think he's getting ready.
It ain't no good.
Next week in the tent, we can go there instead of Rock Hill. No, we gotta go Rock Hill and tent because we don't want to release Snobby Dodd. Snobby Dodd. That's the Toys for Tots race right there in Rock Hill. Chris Story is watching. What's up, Chris?
Yeah.
Michael.
I think you got it covered. I mean, because you've already decided you're going to do
Michael,
like
can
a
you hear me
test tube
now?
night or a tech night, you know.
Can you hear me now? Hey, Tucker Racing RC, Lil Cochran.
And
Can y'all hear us
on those
now?
nights,
Can you hear
have
us?
people look at other people's cars and look to see if there's something wrong, you know.
I agree.
Hey, if y'all can hear me, give me some thumbs up. Cody Ambrose Bingham is watching. What's up, Cody? Yep, they can hear us.
All right, everything sound clear?
Yep.
Can you hear him?
He's a little softer now.
Still?
It's bad.
It'll run.
It's bad.
He's covering it up.
See how fast it'll be with that.
Tell Rich he needs to get a car ready. I will tell him. All right. Gary Blunt is watching. What's up, Gary? Nick sounds good. Then we can go to the Silver Dollar Sunday. Y'all so
I
crazy.
got you off until, you know what I'm saying, just let me know when you want to go on and off.
I was just trying to get this done and why everyone started eating.
I'll tell you what, while you're right there for a minute, let's do a test, okay? All right, you can hear me? Okay, good. Talk to me.
What would you like to talk about?
Okay, just want to make sure I can hear you. That's the main thing. So. All right, guys. Well, he's going to feed us all, and then we'll get back to this.
There you go.
Thank you, bud. All right, Barry, you talk to him?
I will. All right. Jamie Bennington says, sweet. Awesome. Ooh, you ain't got that muted, though. That one?
Squealing?
Not yet. All right. Hey, Sean is watching. What's up, Sean? How are you all?
Is that better?
I can still hear you.
You can hear me.
No, not now. I can't. That was weird. Maybe it was his.
You could probably, you might can hear him, but they can't.
Jared Pell is watching. What's up, Jared? Let's see what all we got going on. And let me go check over on YouTube. So what we got going on over there. Let's see. Jamie Vinton, Skunks, Boss RC, good evening. Love the track. Look how smooth. What are y'all up to over there? YouTube, giving a shout out to all y'all over here on YouTube. What's up?
Isn't that like kind of like a radio thing?
Yes, it's called a soundboard. It's where you can you put sounds through it. So like
What y'all up to? Sean Jenian, what are you up to?
way over there.
Jared Pell, what are you up to tonight?
All in and make them even.
Gary Blunt is watching. Tell Rich he needs to get a car ready.
I hit this, I'm safe.
Cody, when's Allie gonna pop that baby on out? We're ready for another baby.
There.
Oh,
You got that other phone?
I do not, baby. It's probably over here. The one you dropped. Roy Klein is watching. What's up, Roy? Sean G. Working tonight. Been a busy day. Ernest Franklin over on YouTube. What's up? Huge shout out. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. Like I said, we are running behind. I might need to message Tommy. You hear me? Okay.
One thing at a time, though. You can do that, can't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm fixing to do. I was just letting you know. Let's see. Tommy, we are running behind tonight. All right, looks like Clay Oval. Skunk Boss RC working on some videos. Gonna wrench on my oval car also. Sweet. Gabe Palmdale, tell Richie don't be throwing his mod in the dirt. Richie, don't be throwing your mod in the dirt.
Been there, done that.
He said he's been there, done that, Gabe. Let's see. I hope everybody's having a good night. Like I said, everybody's running a little bit behind tonight. Hey, Rusty Harrison is watching. What's up, Rusty? Where is that track at? We are in Cochran, Georgia. This is Lil Cochran. Check it out on Facebook. LilCochran. Lil Cochran. Georgia boy watching. Georgia Joey is watching Joey Bishop. Skunk Boss RC. Good old Georgia Clay. Fine and prime. Glover Nelly Gary is watching. What's up? Sean Janian says, working tonight has been a busy day. I feel you, Sean. It's been a crazy day today. Brian Cash, can't wait to hit the track there. I have a couple ready. Sweet. When y'all coming out? Like I said, I know on the 10th for the Dirt Oval, he is having a race. I think it's going to be a fundraiser. Y'all need to really check it out. Tim Stevens is watching. What's up, Tim? Like I said, it's Lil Cochran, LilCochran. Check him out on Facebook. Glover Nelly Gary, love my shirt. Awesome. Yeah, for all those that got shirts, the latest y'all should receive them is Saturday. Can't wait. Let's see what else I got. I already read that one. Dakota Davis is watching. What's up, Dakota? How are you doing tonight? Let me go check out my YouTube people. I won't leave anybody out. Gigi, is this a dirt track? Yes, it is. King Jeff Joffer looks like Clay Oval. Let's see. I'm used to seeing you guys do drag. Nice to see some dirt oval. We are actually, We are actually working on trying to kind of get more and more different tracks in here, because RC is all about cars. You can have dirt, you can have drag, you can have Bastion, you can have Limitless, you can have whatever. It's all about growing the hobby and having fun with it. Chi-Town in the house. What's up? Sorry, I saw a squirrel. Just playing. Sean Miller is watching. What's up, Sean? How are you doing? We're trying to spread our wings and show y'all a little bit of everything. 2023 is going to be sharing all of the hobby. We will be doing the MPRC racing series and doing kind of going around and live streaming some of the different groups that are in the series. Just kind of showcasing all the hobby, all the tracks and all the clubs. I'm not going to promise that we can get all of them, but we are going to, try to showcase the clubs that don't always get the notice. Is that the new building and track? Where is that located? Yes, it is located in Cochran, Georgia. John Hawkins, I'm watching too, LOL. What's up? How are y'all doing? I'm so excited. This has been, a dream come true for David, and he's just super pumped about this place, and I cannot blame him. It is an awesome setup. Did you get to mess with those warmer switches? No, not yet. James Webb is watching. What's up, James? All right. He is finishing up the grill. He wants to be able to feed us and have the meeting at the same time. Hey, I'm not going to argue with free food. John Smith is watching. What's up, John? All right. See what we got going on. Exactly. It's all about the hobby. Exactly, Skunk Box RC. What else was I going to say? Oh, please go check out right now LilCochran, Lil Cochran. James Bennett is watching. What's up, James? This is one of the best dirt tracks I have seen. And like I said, he has busted his butt. Okay. He has busted his butt to get this place up to the par that he's got it, and I'm super happy for him. He's a great guy. He's very true to the hobby, and it's just awesome to see that. So y'all need to make sure y'all check out David at Lil Cochran, LilCochran. Nick, Vincent, and Jamie, y'all need to be down here giving away free food too. I don't know who you looking for. David? He was right over there. You think they'd be running foam tires there? Looks really high bite. It is a high bite. What I can say is if you'll go on Lil Cochran, LilCochran, he does actually have the classes that he runs. Nick, it's kind of, you have to kind of scroll. I will be honest, you kind of have to scroll, but it is down there. When he first kind of set up the Facebook, he has all the different classes that he is running. Sure wish it was closer. It's going to be comical, that's for sure. No, what's going to be comical, Jamie? Brian Cash, he will have a phone tire class probably. All right. He said we needed to go ahead and grab something to eat if we wanted something to eat. I messaged Tommy. I have not gotten a response yet.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, everybody.
Do you want me to go fix you a plate?
That would be lovely.
Would it? All righty.
Well, we're gonna let y'all watch this for a minute. Let them. She's gonna go get us something to eat. Hope everybody's having a good night. Look down at some racing. See what we got. You can see the turnout. Good turnout tonight. This is just for a meeting, so not bad at all. Let's see, y'all. All right, y'all. Can y'all hear me good and everything? I'm trying to make sure that everything's good and going. You know what I mean? Let's see. And that's all right. So, like I said, we'll turn it up as we need to, y'all. But Larry's gonna fix us something to eat real quick, and then we'll go from there. So y'all just hang tight, and I'll turn the racing towards where y'all can watch some racing for a minute, and we will be back in just a minute after we get our plates. See you in a minute. All right, I think we got it working, y'all. Watch everybody eat real quick. There's Miss Valerie. But we got a lot of good stuff. Hope everything looks all right, y'all. Hey, I don't get a plate. Valerie. I'm fine without all the stuff. Come on back. Nope. Yep. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to answer questions. Valerie's been living with me for a long time, and she gets her a plate, and she brings me a hot dog. A hot dog. Don't know what I'm going to do with her, y'all. Don't know. All right, let's see, y'all. Like I said, I got different things. I got, if y'all noticed, I do got 2 pan and tilts now. That's what we got tonight. So, like I said, as we're growing, I really don't even know what other stuff I needed, like I said, because it was kind of a grab and go. So, but this is a cool place, y'all.
Where we at? Little Cochran.
Little Cochran. Waiting on Barry to get back in here. I know she talks to y'all a lot better than me. I'm trying to make sure all the stuff's working. Mm-hmm. Do what? Oh, you ain't even in there yet.
Can you put me in?
There you are. Now
All
you can talk to
right.
everybody.
What's up? All right. Tommy Burgess says, okay, what time are you thinking? We can tomorrow night. We could do it tomorrow night when we go live.
We got to go live with what's his name tomorrow?
Mark Dryworks.
Yeah.
Well, we can still, after Dragworks, we can.
Well, whichever. Like I said, we always can send him a link to
Tommy.
this, and he can come in on this too. Yeah, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll look at it and see. Well, how long we got until 8 now?
45 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Tommy, if we get done with this one before 8, we'll go ahead and stick with our number. If it don't, then we'll make a decision and do it. How about that?
He ain't listening to us. I'm texting.
Well, I'm telling you what texting. How about that?
All right.
How about them apples? What's up, y'all? Yeah, these mics, I got to watch some mics, don't I, Barry?
Yes. All right. I have texted now. Tell David to stand up. I can only see his head. I don't know. He's probably eating. Yeah, he's talking to somebody. All right. He should be getting ready to do the meeting. These baked beans are kicking butt. Mm-hmm. Can we find out how often they're going to do open practice days coming up on the weekends?
I mean, when you can come practice?
I'd love to come spend the day there soon. I think he's pretty much open.
You better be careful. Y'all run your mouth. She don't know what you're talking about. Let her find out first.
We can ask during the meeting.
Be like, hey, man, I like your shot. Told everybody boardwalk gum.
Hey, David. When do you have open practice? They're asking.
Day after 3, and we close at 8:30. It's $10 for open practice.
$10 for open practice. And when again?
Between 3 and 8:30, Monday through Friday, and 9 in the morning Saturday till 8:30 in the afternoon, even night, and then Sunday from 12 to 6.
Okay, and when's your next race?
We're going to do a Christmas fundraiser December 10th. And all the proceeds we receive from the track, we're going to donate to a needy family in Cochran area.
So the track is open for practice during the week?
Yes.
All right. Getting some questions answered. Thank you, sir. And they also want to know when the meeting's going to start.
That's why I just walked over here to check with y'all, see when y'all are ready.
We
You
live
ready?
now.
Yep.
Are you? Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and get started then.
All right.
Where do you want me?
Wherever you, I've got a camera here and I got a camera there, so anywhere you want to go, I'll get you.
All right. You all right?
Are you there?
I'm here.
How's this? Is everything all right?
Yep. So far, so good.
Turn Marshall.
Where's he at?
I'm looking.
All right, can y'all listen while we eat?
Right there.
Where?
In front of the wood.
I'm reading.
Oh, I got you.
All right, first off, I just want to thank all you guys for coming out just for a little club meeting. I just wanted to go over a few topics, find out what you guys want as the racers. I can't do none of this without you guys. I want to make this as fun as we possibly can for all of us. One of the things I was looking at is, when do we want to have the season start and finish? It doesn't have to finish, but I want you guys to tell me that. I want, here it is going into December. I do want to have a Christmas fundraiser December 10th. All the proceeds that we receive from it will be going through the Sheriff's Department to a needy family here in Blakely County.
That'll be the last time I run a 6th class.
And I appreciate that, Sean. But I want to do it. It's going to be a cash fundraiser. We're not buying toys with it. We're not going to ask for toys. This way, if it's that's why I went through the Sheriff's Department, so they could find us a needy family. I don't want to donate money to someone that's struggling, but they're struggling because they got a mortgage, 2 truck payments, a camper, and a boat payment. I want it, to go to an actual needy family. So all proceeds from that race will go to them. So that's, I don't know if you guys want to take a vote or just kind of speak your mind out loud, what you want to look at for an actual opening of the racing season. Or like Kurt said, are we even going to close? I mean, we can run year round if we throw curtains up or put heaters in here. That's totally up to you guys. I'll do it either way. So I guess first things first is, when do y'all want to finish this season? December.
I want to finish it on the.
We gotta have one more race after that.
What?
Because Warren comes home on the 16th, and I want you to have one more race. So he'll go back to 3rd January. So
Well, after that.
it might have to do that right next
But then again, I think it'd be cool to have something after Christmas, because somebody may get some gifts.
Oh, they gotta be a good race at the beginning of the year. I mean, just to kick it off. I mean, but I'm just saying that'd be the start of your new year.
Okay, so we're going to look at basically the new year to finish it off. I'm thinking for the start of the season, my personal opinion, I would like to have a speed weeks, just like the real dirt nationals down in Volusia. I would like to have a speed weeks, and I would like to find another track to work with, maybe Ron John's or something like that. I'm not sure, if we can do that, make it viable for everybody to do it. But I would like to have a type of speed weeks. You got your cup cars, you got all your sprint cars, all your late models. Everyone's in Florida in February. So I'm thinking we definitely need to fire off in February sometime. So are you guys good with that? We'll take off a month from January to February?
That they taking off practicing though, right?
No, you guys can still come and practice. Sean, you live here.
I know, but as long as that's established that you still can practice.
Yes, you can still practice.
'Cause that's really what matters anyway.
Okay.
Being able to.
So yeah, you can still practice. My thing is I don't want to hold events and have people not show up because they're going away for Christmas and all that stuff.
You know the car he's got, and I need a little bit more time, a lot more time to get my car. Because going into the new year, Speed Week, I'm saying,
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up right after the new year. We're gonna wrap it up right after the new year for the finish of the season, and then we'll start back up at Speed Weeks, which will be towards the end of February, as far as racing goes.
To be determined.
Yeah, well, that's something we can play with. If all you guys want to get together and say, let's have a race, a club race. How many races a month are you guys wanting to do? I'm not wanting to get you guys to the point to where it's almost like a chore to come out here. I don't want you guys to get tired of it or wore out from doing it.
never a chore. I need a chore for my wife.
2, 3.
Yeah, I'd say at least 2.
I would say at least, you got something going on, these things make. I mean, you
Yeah.
can always change it later, but.
But you're talking about Saturday races, correct? Or are you talking?
We're going to get there. I know where you're going. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. 2 Saturdays and then some Tuesdays in there. But I've got people blowing my phone up wanting to run 3 and 4. Cheehall's one of my favorite tracks. They're racing this weekend. I'm not racing this weekend just for the simple fact that they have an event going on. They're struggling a little bit down there, and I know what that place is capable of, and I would love to see it build back. All these tracks, when we get to working together, it's only going to grow the sport. So, and if we can all get on the same rule package, it's just going to get better.
That's the problem right now.
Yeah, it
I
is.
started looking at different rules at different places, and none of them match.
I agree 100%. That's one thing we definitely need. Beard and I, we talk daily. We were talking about these just stock motors. They're supposed to be sealed. People are going in them, making them hot.
Right.
He gave me a story last night of, he purposely did it. He had someone build him a hot one at 52 degrees, just so he could keep up with the 2 guys that were outrunning him. So it's just, we don't want that. They're just stock for a reason. I'm gonna keep it at 47.5 degrees timing. If you're over 47.5 and you're found hot, you're gonna be called out in front of everyone. It's not fair to the next guy.
That's like putting weight.
That's the only way they can actually change that timing.
What's that? It's like running a cell body and mud boss.
They have to re-drill it. They have to re-drill
No,
Yeah.
you know it's not drill.
Damn, calling out.
it. You got to slaughter them over.
Well, since we are live on Facebook Live, we will not be running any sail panel mud boss bodies. I mean, Russ Walker has one, and it does look good. It's the Duke's Hazard, but
Almost like a mud box.
Almost like a mud ball.
I think you just ain't let me run it because it has somebody else's name on it, but I
all right. So 2 to 3 races is what you guys are thinking for the month.
Yes.
All right. All right. Now getting on to that subject, the races during the week. My thing is I've been trying to hold off on this until we can kind of see what we have as a group. Right now we've been having an average of 50 entries, but we've been having 20 different classes. There's no way we can race on a Tuesday night. One, it'll be a lower count because it's a Tuesday night. But two, we have such a wide variety of classes that we're going to have 20 different classes and 15 drivers. So what I'm thinking, and a few of us talked about this before, let's maybe do a SR10 class and a 12T class this week. Maybe next week do a 13.5 and a 4-wheel drive. You know, get like 3 classes that we can actually have full car counts to make it worth everyone coming out. You know, this way people aren't showing up with, you know, only one car in the class. The Super Street class, that's a fun class. I know there's about 8 cars built right now. For some reason, AP and Nick were the only 2 in it last week. I don't get why these guys aren't racing them. I don't know. They're not actually even racing. They built the cars and they come out and practice, but don't want to race. And that's fine, but we just need to figure out what we can do with these classes to make it to where AP doesn't mind coming out here to race, you know, because it's not against just one other car, you know. So that's one of the things that's kind of concerned me a little bit. The SR10 class, we've been having a blast with it. We've been having 10, 12 of them show up. Now I'm hearing a lot of people are wanting to sell them cars off to build something different, or, you know, try something different. And that we're new. That's going to happen. I get that. But my thing is, I would love to somehow step back from 20 classes to maybe 10 or 12 classes that we have full car counts. When you have to race your way into the A main, you're going to become a better driver. When you go out there and there's 2 of y'all, and it's just, and I'm just using you because I was looking at you. You go out there and you guys are just, you know, playing around, and yeah, it's fun still, but it's not like when you actually have to go out there and race your way into it. You race your way into it, you feel accomplished. You feel like you've done something, you know. So before we leave, I would like to, everyone that's here, give me your top 3 classes. And I want to try to line them up. And that's, if I can get 10 or 12, you know, I would love to do that. That Super Street car, the 13.5 Mud Boss, it's the same car. It's a different body with two different hood pins. That's it. A lot of the classes are like that. The 10.5 late model, that's going to be a big class. I got people steadily building them. The B-Mod went from not having one car to now there's 9 being built right now. Actually, 1 being built and 1 being delivered, so there's 10 of them right now. That's going to be a fun class. It's going to be a big class.
I ain't started on mine yet.
We're not letting you.
Me and Beer talked about that. That's something we'll look at. The Midwest is basically one of them custom work cars in there, the super late model cars, and it's the same thing as the 13.5 Mud Boss and the 13.5 Super Street. It's the same as that car, just a different body and different mounts, different front bumper. But the Midwest mods and the super late model custom works. All right, so what do you guys think about racing during the week? Do you think we're ready for it, or do you think you want to hold off?
Maybe even 2 times a month, and if we come up with a total of 10 classes, 4 to 5, just split the classes up. 1 race this week, and then the week after, whatever.
Here's my only problem.
1 round of qualifiers, and I mean, it should go pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, if there's only, 20, 25 entries, and we could even run two heats. If we start at 6, we'll be done at 9.
Yeah, that's what we usually do when we go to Columbus.
Yeah. But my only concern is I don't want to start having a race and these 2 guys show up and only have 2 cars. So I don't want them to leave. I want them to come have fun. So, what's that?
Start out with your high car count.
Let's narrow
Until you
down
see 'em
what
show up on
classes are
Saturday.
actually gonna be run as well.
Well, that's the key to getting everyone to give me your top 3 classes that you want to see run or what you want to run. But my thing is, like, if they come and there's just 2 of them, a lot of the other tracks are just putting them right in with you guys. Yes, I gave them something to run.
Mud balls?
Whatever, I'm just using it. I mean, whatever class it might be. So what if them 2 cars are faster than y'all? Y'all are going to start getting aggravated that I'm putting a 10.5 late model in with the Mud Boss class. Whatever. Once again, I'm just using it as an example. So you guys are going to start, well, I'm not even going to go on Tuesday night. And that's what I don't want to happen.
Yeah, I would, you know, if it's 12T, then that's what it needs to be, is 12T.
I agree.
Something to equal. Cause you got street stocks that run stock motors too. I mean,
Yeah, there's AP had one of the fastest 12T super streets I've ever seen, and that thing was like on a rail. It was like a train. No, he could drive it, but he wanted to go with a 13.5 system in it. But
Now he wants to go back.
all right, so now let's kind of take a vote on what night of the week y'all would like to do it on. I'm thinking Tuesday night myself.
I won't be here.
On Tuesday? All right. Give me y'all's opinions.
Saturday.
Thursday?
Thursday?
No Wednesday.
Every second Thursday, I'll be here. Other than that, I'm good.
You guys? Particular night?
if I can make it.
Tuesday or Thursday, it doesn't matter.
Wednesday, I'm all on Wednesday night, so Tuesdays, I'm off Wednesdays, so
I don't care.
if I can get here in time,
I'll be here whatever night.
you know,
All right, so if we do them, we'll look at doing it on Thursday. All right, how do you got,
Until the beginning of the year.
what's that?
That won't start until,
I'm thinking we'll start that during speed weeks. But, all right, how do you guys feel about money races?
I'm great.
only, the money races, I don't have a problem with money races, but who's gonna take the cars?
We will have them checked. What happened?
It doesn't need to be motor, it needs to be the whole car.
What happened this last big race will never happen again. I promise you that.
I mean, that's all, we check batteries and motors, and that was it on,
And that was only select cars.
right.
I was made aware of that after the fact, but I still lived up to my word. I paid out exactly what we agreed upon for something that was done a quarter of the way what was agreed upon. So, you know, just to avoid any kind of complications.
You bring money races in, it brings a whole different,
Well,
If you win a money race, you should take your car home in the box.
not only that, it brings out a lot of bad driving.
right.
You know, when you coming into 3 on the last lap, the guy might not handle as good as you, but he can punt you right off the track and then, you know, make his round and collect that $500 or whatever it might be.
I think that should be watched, and I think it's intentional. Shit does happen.
It does,
We all know
and that's something that will be addressed before and during the race. If it looks like it's intentional, I'm docking you a lap, period.
I know some people that can do it really smooth and move somebody out of the way.
Hey, don't do that in every class, because it's not intentional, I just suck. I'm just telling you.
The money races, the way I'm going to do it is, what I was thinking from the get-go is 1 a month in a different class. We'll just roll the calendar. This month it might be SR10s. Next month it might be 12T. Next month it might be 4-wheel drive light model. And basically it'll be based upon the amount of entries.
So like 100 or 80% payback, and is that what you?
Yeah, I mean, it depends if we get a guaranteed, 25 cars, do, certain paybacks, or we get 20, certain paybacks.
So like Chris Martin does it.
But we'll actually race. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching.
Actually pay.
But all right, so we are we're okay with doing the money races then?
Yeah.
All right, the point series. I'm wanting to do a point series. It's going to be, since we're going to be racing so long throughout the year, what I'm thinking is a 8 or 10 race series. And if he comes and wants to race on a Saturday and he's not running the points, it's $20 entry fee, just like normal. Hunt comes and he wants to run for points. He's running that 8 or 10 race, whatever we agree on. It'll be $30 for the point series. That extra money goes into a point fund, and basically at the end of that series, whatever money's there, we'll split it like on top 3 or 5. You know, and you should get more than the money you paid in if you're in the top 3 or 5. And we'll do trophies and plaques and all that kind of stuff too. What do you guys think we should do? 8 or 10 races in a series? 8? All right. Once again, the December 10th. If we do 10, I'll allow 2.
Because, I mean, the reason why I say it's probably better to do 10 is some people might have, something might come up, you might not be able to go.
I agree.
I mean, that could happen to anybody. I mean, life happens.
So you're doing 10 races and 8 count?
That's what, if you guys want to do that, that's what we'll do.
Two races, you know, in that series, that makes sense. That gives you some leeway, you know.
All this right here is all about you guys. Whatever you guys want to do is what we're going to do.
Are you talking like points? That's be like January through December?
No, it'd be that 10 races.
It's hard to get off every points race. So
That's very true.
he's got.
Well, they're not just tops, they're deputies.
Well, but yeah, I mean, that shit happens.
That's what I said. If we do 10, I'll allow 2 drops.
No, I'm talking about 2 different point series, like a early year.
Well, he's gonna do 10.
No, that's what I'm saying. There'll be 3 point series. There'll be 3 series throughout the whole season. If we're racing 3 Saturdays a month, you know, we can run 3 different, huh?
Is your phone dead? You got several people asking questions online and she wants you to be able to answer.
Give her my phone.
You gotta pull up the WebRC though and answer them while they're asking.
I don't like her interrupting.
Well, she can.
She can't answer, you gotta answer.
Oh, there you are. Can you just read out what they're asking and we'll answer it as a group?
Yes.
Around the corner.
Is the series for Saturday racing?
Yes, and once we start racing Tuesday or Thursday, that'll be a separate series. Cochran is a racing town, and a lot of the people that do want to start racing, they can't race right now because they're off racing real cars. So that's why the weekday classes. Michael, if you're racing real cars, you'd be dead. But so that's why I want to do during the week. This way, the other guys can still run a series.
And one question was asked, are you going to run foam tires on the track?
Negative, no. There's not enough foam interest, so we're going to keep it rubber tire only. All right, so we're going to do 10 races in a series with 2 drops. All right, next thing is this Christmas fundraiser. A lot of places take donations and ask for gifts. I want to do just a cash deal. Whatever we raise here as a group for entry fees, 100% of it. I got with Daniel Cape today. He got with the resource manager today for the school board. I'm not saying you're Daniel. He's your damn sidekick. So, but anyway, so he got with the school resource manager, and they identified some families that could use some help. So everything that we raise, I want to make sure the family is taken care of. I kind of think, they asked me if we want to do like one family or two families. I don't know if we're going to raise $200 or we're going to raise $1,200. I'm thinking that we donate, and you guys tell me if you want to do something different, because it's your money too. I'm thinking we donate to one family and just make it a Merry Christmas. Once again, I'm not doing it for the guy that's behind on his boat and truck and camper. I'm doing it for a family that's in need. So whether it's them buying presents for their kids or elderly parents, catching up on electric bills so they have heat, having food on the table for the kids. So if it's $200 or $1,200, I think we take care of one family. There's a lot of churches here, the sheriff's department, a lot of other people donating to needy families. That's my opinion. I think one family, whether they get the whole gusto, whether it's $200 or $1,200.
That's next weekend, y'all, next weekend. Next weekend. Let's make that a big weekend.
Yeah, I think that's be neat. I don't want it known that it's from here. I don't want it known that it's from us. I just want to help someone. You know, I think Sean and I were talking today. I think we're definitely blessed, you know, for every one of us. I mean, for me, for sure, for you guys, for us to be able to buy brand new cars every other week and pay a crew chief to build them for them. I mean,
He said he wanted a champion, so we built a champion. Now I got to catch it.
All right, well, now Jimmy Johnson, I mean, it just kind of shows you that he can afford to, you know. So, but that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I think we help one family. Do you all agree, or do you think we should do two families? All right.
Hey, what about, have you reached out to any manufacturers about donating some stuff?
I have not. This was something I kind of thought about in the past, and I just been so tied up with all the day-to-day things, I kind of dropped the ball on it. And I'll give props to homie here. He did the Christmas drive 2 weeks ago, right?
Toys for Tots.
Yeah, the Toys for Tots, because I know Sean went specifically over to the track. He wasn't even racing, just to help, you know. So yeah, I mean that's just neat that we can do that for people, and I would like to continue that, you know. So
I think there's a lot of kids in this world that their parents does need help. So.
I agree. I mean, there's some racers out here that need some help. I mean, not financially, but you know.
We borrow what we can. He talking about you, Michael.
Everybody look this way.
Can they donate even if they don't make it?
Yes, they can. They could either PayPal us, or they can stop by and just do a cash donation. And I will make sure I myself, I'm not giving it to the resource manager. Daniel Cape is going to receive it on December 12th, and he's going to pass it on to the resource manager.
Will you pin your PayPal or whatever on Lil Cochran Facebook?
How can you start with something that ain't dealing with you, like some way to receive money? You get what I'm saying? That ain't tying your personal. You understand what I'm saying? Like a GoFundMe or something, but I guess.
Yeah, hey, he gonna make you a GoFundMe page.
No.
I honestly don't know how to do it, but
I mean, if you get somebody to drop, it might say will have to drop, and you get over $5,000, and you gonna have to.
pay taxes on it. Yeah.
If you do a GoFundMe's gonna take a percentage.
Yeah.
You can go to the bank and do a separate account and just put that account number out there, and people will go to that bank and deposit it.
What if they're not? What if they're not from here though?
I mean, they could call and maybe route it, I don't know. But I know GoFundMe takes a big percentage.
I'm thinking I'll figure that out. I'll put something on our page where they can help donate to the families here in Cochran, or the family in Cochran. All right, classes. What do y'all think for classes? I definitely, for this new season, I definitely want to start a Diva class or a powder puff class. I definitely, the B mod class is definitely going to be here because that's already up to 10 cars. The 12T is going to be here. Where do you think we should put a limit on it? You look at that big race, we had 16 classes. That was a lot. I prefer not to do that. I would really like to get down to around 10, 12 at the most.
Yeah, and you still got to have a kids class. I think a kids class is better than a novice class.
You're right.
Say
I feel
that
like crap this
because
past weekend.
the maturity level,
I feel like straight crap. No, I think you do need a kids class.
I mean, I think,
Yeah, I ran it too. I can't.
I think,
That one time.
Yeah, but he got beat.
Oh,
No, I'm well,
racing, I mean, I got a nephew coming.
this is that's the next topic, so we'll get there in a second.
Well, it's just kind of like beer in Alabama. You know, them kids were 5 and 6, 7 years old, and parents were up there helping them
Yeah.
get older or whatever. You know, that's our future.
It is.
Of the racing.
Yep.
So,
Not only that, well, I'm just going. So, do y'all think 10 or 12 will cut it?
I don't see why not. He was going to race.
SR10, right?
Y'all help me count this. SR10,
12T,
12T,
13.5 mud balls.
You have two on here, they're saying 17.5 buggy late model,
17.5 buggy late model,
short course late model.
10.5 short course late model, 4-wheel drive short course late model, the
B mod,
B mod. Yes, I did. The sprint car,
okay?
a powder puff class, which I know won't be every week. I know that. So I won't even count them.
That's the diesel class.
The Diva class and the kids class, we won't even count them. So we're at 8 right now. So I feel confident 12 classes.
Are we gonna do the 13.5 super street, or do we need to go to mud balls?
We're gonna figure it out when we're done this. Everyone write down your top 3 classes. And then we're gonna figure out what we got. And this is, the 13.5 mud boss is here to stay. That's a big class anywhere you go.
Said you had people building the 13.5 short course.
You still got room at 8, you still got room for 4.
Yeah.
What he's saying is on average, is what he's trying to shoot for is so many classes.
No, and I fully understand. But like you were saying, me and AP raced with one other car last weekend.
And it was a late model. I mean, it was same system in it, but it was a late model. So, but all right, so right now, just tentatively, I'm going to put down 12 classes max is what I'm going to shoot for. But like I said, I want everyone to give me your top 3 before you leave, and then we'll look at it. Now, this next thing, novice. I seen something last week that kind of weighed on me for the rest of the weekend, even into Sunday. I said something to Tina Saturday. Ed Tucker's daughter, I want to say she's 14, 15. The only class she runs is novice. I watched, yes, that yellow 4. She got TKO'd a bunch, and she was doing good. Real good. I was impressed. And she got TKO'd a bunch, and she got wrecked, and her C-hub broke. Her dad pulled it off the track. He walked out here, got it, pulled it off the track, went over there, fixed it, put it back on the track over there in 2, and she got dumped coming out of 1 that quick. But when she got wrecked and broke, Tina and I were sitting up there. She was at the end of the driver's stand. Now, if that was me, I'd be a little upset. I probably would have threw my remote at you or something. She's 13. But I sat there and I watched her. I looked over at her. I was like, I was just like, and she looked at me and just went, that was just pure sportsmanship. That stuck with me more than anything. And the only class she runs is novice. So we got guys that run, 2 or 3 classes. I mean, there's a bunch of us. And this is my fault. It's not your fault. Because and I even told these, the guys I spoke with, I personally called Ed Tucker myself and told him, this is my fault. I'll take 100% blame for it. I told him the next 3 times you guys come, her entry fees are waived. Because when all the guys, everyone here is new. Kurt, Cliff, Kurt, Cliff, and you 3 are basically, and you guys are pretty new. So novice falls anyone under a year. So it was one of them deals we kind of just threw everyone in novice, but you're a novice with an SR10. So for me, after the grand scheme of things, stepping back and thinking about what happened, I'm like, you know what? That was just a greedy race director that did this. And it was no more than me just overlooking things, because I'm thinking it wasn't about getting more cars. It was about letting him run 2 and 3 classes, or him run 2 or 3 classes, or you running 2 or 3 classes. So it wasn't so much that you're not a novice, but in any form of racing, if you run a novice class, you cannot run any other classes. So from here on out, I'm going to replace it for the guys that still want to run 2 and 3 classes. We're here for fun. It's fun to race. I mean, if I could race every single class, I'm going to. I've tried it. It don't work. But anyway, and you even had a crew chief.
I ain't gonna talk about that.
I did too. I had someone charging batteries and cleaning the tires.
Thank God for just.
But so what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to take away from Kaylee Tucker. I don't want to take away from your son coming out here. I don't want to take away from Gage. I think he ran off. Oh, I don't want to take away from Gage. I want that to be a true novice class. So from here on out, if we want to run an extra class, I'm going to do a breakout class. And typically, you always hear breakouts referred to as 6-second breakout. I think everybody here, even the novice guys, the 12T guys, can break 6-second. So that 6-second is a generic name because whoever started it, that's the track they were on, was 6-second was the average. So what I'm going to do at next time you guys are all here, I'm going to get like 10 of you, from someone that just started to someone that's confident driving. And I'm going to kind of average, we'll run for 5 minutes or whatever. We'll run a whole practice session. Then we'll come up with an average, and that's what it'll be. It might be a 5.3 second breakout class, and that's going to be your 3rd class. We're going to leave the novice to the novice. We've been racing now for 2.5 months. We've been running 2 and 3 classes. So, I mean, heck, some of you guys already have 25 races under your belts, so I think that's the best way to do it.
Well, it's gonna help too with you putting a kids class in and a diva class in. So that will help with the novice,
I agree there. And like I said, if I take a true novice and put him with other true novices, we got a bunch of novices. You're not going to get any better than the next novice. It's going to be a crash-up derby. It's the whole 9 yards. Now, you put him, engaged, I'm not picking on you, I'm just using it for an example. You put him in with Sean and them in a 13.5 mud boss. He's going to excel so much quicker. Hell, look at Brody Kate. He impressed the hell out of me. He did one hell of a job. But I think that's also because, he's been running novice in 13.5. But that 13.5 mud boss class, that ain't no joke. Them guys can drive. So if Brody's coming off the corner and he's sideways, them guys are going to go below him or go around him. Well, he straightens up and goes. He tucks in behind Sean and tries to follow his line. I think that's the kind of stuff that's going to help excel all these classes. So as long as everyone's okay with that, we're going to do away with the novice class for multiple classes. If anyone feels like they're not ready to run in anything else, you can stay in novice. But that's all you can run is just novice. This breakout class.
Back on that, if they run novice, and I'm going to use Tucker for instance, she should be able to still run the woman's class even though she runs novice.
No, breakout or novice only. Now, that kind of put me in a situation because no, she shouldn't be able to. But a powder puff class is not a seasoned driver. So I'll tell you what, you guys vote on that. Only for the girls.
I think a woman should, but I think
they should be able to run novice and then
Okay, because I mean, you get someone like,
I mean, because you're gonna have the kids class. Kids should run kids and novice. You know, I mean, because he should be able to run 2 different classes. Gabe. So I was just saying with the girls, you know, the same thing. You got Diva and novice. They can run. The kids can run novice and kids. That's just my opinion.
okay, so we'll let that happen then. The girls can run novice, novice and powder puff, and the youth can run, or the novice can run novice and the kids class if they're 12 and under.
Right.
Okay. All right, so we'll do that. 12 and under. Kids and novice. And then girls.
Now, there's a run that powder puff class, right?
Yes, just like the novice. As long as it's a 2S battery.
2S battery.
Yes. And then the girls, novice and powder puff.
to the racetrack. She loves to race. I know she does.
All right, the breakout is like what I was saying, whether it might be a 5.3 or 5.5, that's what that's going to be. The next one was the Diva class, which we just covered that. The next thing is trash. After the events on Saturday night, I come out here Sunday. I've got Jack's hamburger wrappers. I got Wendy's bottle or cup and wrappers down here. I don't have a problem with guys bringing their own food. All I ask is, I got trash cans all over. Just please put it in the trash. And that's for everybody across the board. I dip, but you guys that smoke, all I ask is put them out. Sean puts them in his pocket. Hopefully he puts them out first, but he puts them in his pocket. So I'm just give me a little help. I mean, I come out here and last week we did plaques with the little feature winner stickers. I found feature winner stickers on the ground. The wrappers from all the packages in there, I find them out here all the time. You know, just take a second after you pack up, just look around, you know, just clean up after yourself. And the last thing that I'm going to cover before I turn it over to you guys is, it's brought to my attention quite a few times. Kurt and I have covered it in the past.
How about the carbon fiber chassis?
That's got to be Adam Munt. Is that Adam Munt?
Nick Freeman?
Oh, okay. Carbon fiber chassis. Right now, that's going to be a purpose-built car. The only thing that we have that's going to fit a purpose-built car right now will be the Mod Sprint class, which is just getting started, and the super late models. There is no short course mods here right now. Hopefully we'll get some of them, but that's almost a dying breed because nobody's running them. So as far as carbon fiber chassis go, if it's a factory carbon fiber chassis like an X-Ray, he can run it in a buggy class, but that's it. So it all depends on what chassis he's talking about.
Now, if you run in the buggy, but not left side offset.
Correct, because it has to be a factory kit. It has to come out of the kit that way, and there's no factory buggy that comes with an offset chassis.
I think he's talking about
Yes, that will be for a class that we're trying to build now. That's just like the custom work super light models. We are trying to go that route, and that's what we were talking about, the Midwest mods and the super light models. So that we are looking at getting those. I mean, those are the fast classes. Them guys are on their game.
Let me have one yet, so.
But this other thing that we kind of been sitting on is this the newer people that don't know how to set the cars up yet, that have a few questions. I'm not looking at you because you don't know how to set your car up, but
Jonathan's asking if you win championship or finish in top 3, you move up.
depends what class. If it's a novice class, yes, you get bumped up. You can't run novice anymore. If you're running a B mod, no, you're not going to get bumped up. Any of the open classes like that, it is.
Novice class, if you've been there a year, you're going to get bumped up anyway.
Yeah.
Whether you won it or not.
Yeah.
I think it should be voted upon.
Yeah, I would say that.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going back to novice.
I'm saying it should be voted upon.
Like a win-win.
Are your peers,
If you go out there and you win 2 or 3 races, you're done. You're moving up.
But also in that sense, you get somebody like that in the middle of a point series, and you're going to pull them out of that class in the middle of a point series. You get what I'm saying?
You're not going to have a novice running a point series. If you're running a point series, you're already out of the novice class to begin with.
Novice is not running the points.
Correct. So that won't be an issue. This last thing, like I said, we're going to have like a tech day. Cliff's got a wealth of knowledge. Kurt, Sean, all you guys build badass cars. You all have a wealth of knowledge behind you. So we come out here and just pick an evening, whether it's after work one night or whether it's a Saturday, or whether it's a Sunday afternoon. The new guys, bring your cars out. Let these guys walk through the car with you. Cliff made a perfect point earlier. There's multiple things we can do to these cars to make them react different. You can go to Cliff and he could tell you what to do to your car to make it turn better. You can come to me and I can tell you what you can do to it. You can go to Sean, he'll tell you something different. All 3 will work, but they're different fixes to make them work. I mean, I might tell you shock oil, he might tell you springs, he might tell you pistons. The caster, camber, the
Driving style.
yeah, literally that's something. And you guys, I told you last weekend, I told you 15 times exactly what to do. I told you to roll out of the gas right here. And then I watched you get out of the gas right here and give your car a funny look because you hit the wall. So, but I get it. I mean, it's that.
But I finished third!
nobody else. Christian, I took the rest of them out.
But, so I think we should do that. I think that would really help a lot of the new guys. I think that'd be really cool. Everyone's seen Kurt's get up. Kurt's got a not pit table, he's got like a pit.
Kurt's corner.
That's like Hendrix Motorsports. He's got tire stands and scales and yeah. So I think we should do that, to really help with stuff like this. But I don't have it on here. I got one last thing. Beard and I have been talking for months before this place was even done about doing a point series. Now, most of y'all know Beard inherited that track. He bought that track this year. I think he's had maybe 3 races since he got it. We're starting off with all new people. We're building it up from here. Thankful for all you guys. I mean, we've had a great turnout. We've had almost 50 entries every single race. Beard counts down. That track's been around 8-10 years, maybe even a little bit longer. It's a fun track, so I'm thinking that, You know, he wants to build his crew back up. And of course, I want to build ours up. So we've been talking, what we were thinking about doing is 2 and 2. 2 races at his track and 2 races at our track. And we'll do them every other month. So like March, we'll do the first race here. And then we'll skip April. And then in May, we'll do the second race up there. And then we'll, April, May, June, we'll come back here in July. Yeah, I got to figure out the calendar. So come back here in July and then wrap up there in September. I think that'll help get them car counts. I think it's going to help us get car counts. It's going to be a series. And we were talking about things, and I don't remember who it was. It was one of you guys brought it up to me, and it made a really good point. Just say the 12T class. You know, you'll at the end, the points champion, top 3 will get plaques and trophies or whatever. But Beard and I have enough connections to do not monetary awards, but cash value awards, you know, that we can get from sponsors and, you know, associated people. So just say the 12T class, the winner of that one, they'll get a LCG chassis and a 13.5 just stock system and a set of tires and wheels. Well, now they can bump up to the 13.5 if they want. You know, little things like that. You know, we'll make it to where it's worth everyone's time. And
What track is this? Where's Beard's track?
Beard's track is in East Aboga, Alabama. It has been called. Yeah, it is. It's right at Talladega. It has been called Empty Pockets for years. As of the last Saturday, that was the last race. From here on out, it'll be Little Dega. So, but I think that's going to be, you know, some of his guys have mentioned about doing a drop. I vetoed that today with Beard. I don't want to do a drop out of 4 races. That's 25%. What's going to happen is they're going to drop, their one drop is going to be here. They're not going to drive down here. So basically, in return, our drop is going to be there. Financially, that doesn't even make sense for Beard and I to do it then, you know, for what we're going to put out there for it.
Classes is he going to run?
It will be 3 of his top classes, and then it'll be 3 of our top classes. And then there'll be 2 classes left. There'll be 8 classes total. Them 2 classes, me and him will come to terms on whatever it might be. You know, that's just, that, and them last 2 are just kind of bonus classes. We haven't really figured that out. But that's something I'd really like to work with Beard. Them guys, you know, all them guys are a bunch of good guys. Them guys come down here, hell, they're going to run 3-4 classes each.
Bunch of good guys up there?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah, almost every one of them guys have raced big form of racing.
When you make a decision on the classes, when will they finally be announced for next weekend's race, so they know how to fix their cars?
For next weekend's race, it's a fundraiser. You bring a car, we're racing it. It's a fundraiser. It's for a needy family. I don't, hell, Sean has raced his wife's car around this thing before it was his. Well,
Before it was mine.
Yeah, before it was his.
It's in my name.
But yeah, so I mean,
You spoke of them.
She's watching Facebook.
you did what? But yeah, so you bring a car on the December 10th, we're going to race it. We're going to make a class. It's for a good cause. What's that?
Are we going to do the breakout class then?
What's the job of this thing?
We can. Breakout class is probably one of the most fairest forms of racing there is. It don't matter if you have, I don't care what you got. If you got, no, I'm just saying, if you got a car, I'll tell you, it takes every form of policing away. If you got a car with ceramic bearings in it, you got an open ESC, you got an open 5.5 motor in it. If you run faster than a 5.3, my man's got a 12T and he running 5.4 constantly, he just busted your ass. It don't matter what you got.
That class in Alabama was a 6-second breakout, and it was actually a fun class to watch.
That man right there, the first race, Sean busted her tails. He figured out his car. The next race, he went out there and busted her tail. So, or was that backwards? But anyway, that breakout class, I mean, that's probably the most fairest form of racing there actually is on dirt oval.
Nick made a good point too, and the big race that we had here, as local drivers, we were racing to try to get into the race. Well, it should be the people that are coming should be racing to get in.
That's a good point. What's going to happen as you guys get better, that's going to happen. That's going to develop. Sean just built Russ a new mud boss. You heard what he said earlier. He's got to go home and work on his car so he can keep up with Russ's now. He ain't joking. It's going to get to the point to where
I'm raising that bar.
yeah, any of these guys coming here, they're going to have to race their way in.
Right. Everybody, like you said, on whatever day we decide, with everybody coming in with their knowledge on the ones that don't know so much and helping each other out.
Last weekend, your SR10 last weekend, that thing was a rocket ship. I guarantee you, myself, Cliff, Sean, a few of us could have taken that car and podiumed with it. I mean, for probably TQ'd and no, but we could have won with it. But I'm not saying that is because. Yeah, I am kind of saying because we're a better driver. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I mean, you had a car that was definitely on the money. But once you get used to driving it and keeping a line, that thing's a rocket ship. So I mean that's not a.
Do's and don'ts in driving a car.
I do a lot of don'ts.
And that's what gets you in trouble. Because if you blow one corner, you're probably gonna blow the next one too.
To make up for it.
And there's no such thing. Once you've lost that time, the best thing to do is get you back a rhythm. Take the time to get your rhythm and roll with it, because you're gonna lose rhythm, man. That's part of it.
That old saying, slow down to go faster, that is 110% true in this. You can slow down, back your corners up quite a bit, and just roll through that corner. Get back into gas a little earlier, and you're so much faster. You're not just hanging it out loose. You're not way up here, You slow down and you'll be faster. When I just got your car right before you guys ate, that's what I did. I took your car and I turned it down, just playing with it. I put it on about 60%. That thing, I mean, it was perfect down here. It was a little tight getting into one, and it was real loose coming off. But that's something we can work with now. Them cars are fast. You don't have to run them at 100%. But with all that being said, do you guys have any concerns? Anything y'all want to do? Like I said, keep this in mind. I'm not here right now doing this because I'm not saying this is what we're going to do. This is a group. This is all of us together. I want to know what y'all want to do.
I want to build a dang oversight catch fence around the corner. I think that'd be good to me.
Do you guys have any suggestions? Derek? Race?
I do got one question though. Rules. Is there different classes and all that stuff? You got the pictures on the crossroad thing. For a fellow like myself, I'm colorblind, so gray on top of gray on top of gray and black, I can't see it.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't do those rules. I had a buddy of mine, Jonathan. He's been helping me from day one. And Jonathan took a lot of those classes and kind of adapted rules from different people that run that kind of class. And what happened was it started a bunch of bickering. So what I wanted to do, and in the meantime, Kurt has drafted up a bunch of rules. And his rules we work next building over, so I'll go over and kind of proofread it and take them with me. And that's been how long ago? 2 months ago? And I literally just gave them back today and didn't put one red mark on them. I haven't had no time whatsoever. And then for that big race, grassroots threw rules in there. The rules that we have right now, I'm going to nix all of them. And I'm going to do our own rules. And when I do our rules are going to be based off of national standards. That's what Kurt started basing his off of. So that's the way I want to lean more towards that. This way, if someone comes here from Alabama, if someone comes here from Florida, New York, it don't matter. I mean, if they've been around this, they know what the Chili Bowl rules are for the mod sprints. That's going to be a standard rule. The Mud Boss rules, it's going to be identical to the Salvus rules with one condition that I know of off the top of my head. It's not going to be an open 13.5. It's going to be a just stock 13.5. But here at this track, I'm going to leave it an open tire. You guys can run any tire you want. Eventually, no foams. Eventually, it'll get to the point where everybody's going to end up on the same tire. When the track is in this condition, we're going to run this tire. When the track's blacked up, well, it's not that we want to. You'll have to. You'll be on that tire because Sean's on it, or you'll be on that because Nick's on it. Whatever. I'm just using names. So that'll eventually get tapered back. So I'm not worried about the tire rules. So to answer your question, yes, I'm working on the rules now. I want to work with a few other tracks to get all of our rules identical.
A couple of the guys from Perry want to come over here. They got SR10s, obviously. Keep them stock at the moment. Change opinion, you're good to go. But also they have the late model full drives, which pretty much good on that. But a bunch of us have the wing cars, which is basically if we put our wing car just rebody it to a Mud Boss or a couple other people are looking at the super stock.
The super streets.
Yeah, the 13.5.
Yeah, 13.5.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at now. We just wanted to get our bearings in
Yep.
the LCG or the high CG chassis.
Yep.
And just go from there.
So like the super street, they're just a LCG chassis. They're going to be here. They're going to be on any tire. With the super street class, you're allowed to change springs, so you can run custom work springs, whatever you want. It still has to remain a Traxxas shock. You can use any oil, but it has, you can change to put on custom work springs or Crazy Day springs, whatever you want to run. 13.5 just stock system, any steering servo under $50, and any street stock body.
And also, y'all got a lot of different street stock, super street stock.
No,
automobile, whatever. I mean, pictures. People like me, I can't read it.
All right, that's fair enough. But yeah, so as Beard and I get together and KT and if I can get Bohannon involved, we'll all get together and come up with a rules package. My whole thing, and I'm not picking on a track, but getting back to tracks that don't have enough cars to fill a class, they're throwing them in. And I get that. I understand why they're doing it. You drove to my track, I want you to race something. So I get that, but it's not fair, and you end up losing more races than you will ever gain. So if you deviate from a rule structure, you're done. It might be a month, it might be 6 months, but you're done if you don't have a set of standard rules. So that's what we're going by, and Kurt's been a big help with that, and I'm sure we're going.
Even with that being said, if the rules are followed by in different states, I like to go different tracks. I do. I go, it, and everybody knows I go everywhere.
Me and Mason and Jonathan went up to South Carolina the first time, and our cars were basically the same. Well, our Mud Bosses were identical, when we first went up there. The late models were identical, except for they ran a 10.5, we ran a 13.5. We will not be running a 13.5 here. We're going to run strictly 10.5. And a lot of KT, he's changing his next year. They're only going to run the 10.5. I know Jonathan kind of brought in the 10.5 late models in Columbus. I'm not sure if they're still running 13.5s or not, but that's, as tracks, we all need to get together and do it as a whole.
I say, as a racer, that would help.
I agree. All right, any of you guys have anything else? Anything y'all want to do, not want to do?
I have a question. So, practice. Are you gonna set practice at certain times? Is this open from 4 to 8 every night?
Practice from day one was set up. It's a $10 open practice. You can practice from 3:30 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. I don't need to be out here. I can kick the lights on. We can be in the store doing inventory, whatever we're doing. You guys can come out here and practice. Saturday, you can practice from 9 till 8:30. Sunday, you can practice from 12 to 6. Now, eventually, when things start smoothing out and becoming a day-to-day routine, I do want to close a day. Not sure which day, but I do want to close a day just to have some sanity, you know, so.
So my question on that is, it's $10 to practice. So why don't you come up with a monthly club fee that we pay to practice when we want? And then you, because sometimes you're not here, sometimes people don't come in and pay, but you know, if everybody does a club fee, then it kind of takes care of the lights or, you know, just an idea.
Yeah.
Have a 12 work day and just basically, if you work that day, you get free practice or something, free race, something to help you out with stuff that needs to be done around here.
That's a good idea too. Okay.
All I'm telling you is, before I leave, I'm cutting the tops out of them trash drums, so I get to practice for free. And Lord knows I need it. I gotta catch a mud boss, I just
And I don't know if other tracks do that.
No, but that has been brought up before. So that's something we'll look at doing, what would be fair. Because I know, I'm not going to say any names, but I know certain people, if that was the case, they would be here, I would have to kick them out.
I'm getting a divorce if I keep going. She ain't liking it, I'm telling you, she ain't liking it.
But yeah, I mean, that's something we'll definitely look at. You know, to help you guys out, kind of give me a ballpark of monthly income, you know, for, you know, all the stuff here.
You know, just
Okay.
What about people coming from out of town when they camp?
If they're dry camping, they can dry camp for free, as long as they pick up their trash when they leave. And if they do any fires, they are in a barrel or a fire ring. Eventually we will have about 10 different wired spots, and then those spots will have a nightly feed for the power and water. But just for dry camping, you know, they can camp for free. You know, if it's a race weekend, you know.
So like next Friday, if they want to come out and camp.
Yeah, if they want to come out and camp next Friday, they can come out and practice Friday night. We can order some pizzas, whatever, just like we did down at Chi Hall.
So
That was fun.
so if I buy a camper, I can just leave it out here?
No, that's what I was about to say. You can't move out here.
Yeah, storage?
So you guys good with everything?
They won't be here next week.
Yeah, we won't be here next week.
Get to the classes.
All right. You guys don't even have to put your name on there. But every one of you guys that race, just walk up here and give me 3 classes that you want to run or want to see run here. It don't matter. Don't even put your name on it. It done cooled off.
It's supposed to be like 30 in the morning.
Look at the fire coat. Just put 3 down. Any 3. Huh? Huh?
So a lot of what big ones we did.
Derek wants to know if he can put 3 novice classes for us, for him.
He wants to do the diva class.
Any tires are fine.
You gotta cut your dangle off.
Okay. I was gonna say, what about 12 T's?
You know what I meant.
David, I do have a question. Practicing, timing system. I know you don't have it on every, but is there a day that, like one day a week, or that you can turn the timing system on so we'll know if we're getting any better? Or?
If you guys get here early enough, I'll gladly do it. But it takes me to get everything out here, set it all up. After you guys are done, to break it all down and carry it back in. It's probably an hour and 15 minutes. So if you guys get here, say we quit race practicing at 8:30, you get here at 5 o'clock, it's really not worth hooking it up. But if you get here in the afternoon, 12, 1 o'clock, I'll gladly do it. Just tell me, hey, get the timing system. I've been so scatterbrained ever since I started this. I'm thinking of 5 million things at one time. But yeah, I mean, hell, I grabbed it Sunday. It was 3 o'clock. Sean and Michael came out and practiced. I put it out there for them. They asked me to get it.
To make it to where you could run it just the computer and off and in there. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't work on race days, like for registering and all, but like for practice, you could have it turned on in there and not have
I might be able to
leave in and out.
I might be able to do that. Just set it up in there because it's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So just run the plug with a speaker out here and just leave it set up in there. Did you hear that, Michael?
Yes, sir.
That was a pretty good idea. I could set it up in there so it can read it, but so all I'll have to do is bring a speaker out here and just run a cord through the window.
How soon is that?
And I can leave that there.
Right. And that would help.
Well, the only thing is moisture, so I don't want to leave it out, electrical, But that's it. I appreciate you guys coming out and giving me your input and hearing me run my mouth for a while.
Can I ask you about building an nitro shelf?
Are you gonna let the people that's watching,
Huh?
let the people that's watching comment or something? What classes they want to see?
That's what they've been doing.
Give yourself a
The
shout
people
out
watching.
on Facebook, where you're at, where you're located at.
Where you're located and this place.
For the people that do not know, this is Lil Cochran RC Speedway and Hobbies, and we are located in Cochran, Georgia. Centrally located in Georgia.
And where can they find you at?
On Facebook.
In Cochran, Georgia.
Lil Cochran hyphen, whatever the hell comes after that, and, slashes, dash, double points, AOL.
Yeah. Dial up.
You sure you're not on MySpace?
Ain't taking nowhere.
Wow.
What, MySpace?
That was so much better than Facebook.
I think he's on mingle.com too.
Mason said these. Whoever Brian, I don't know who that is.
Brian Cass?
These. Then you got Kendall Allen was saying these.
It's Christian mingle, by the way.
Mason was answering a lot of questions.
Huh?
Let's
So
see.
Mason was answering a lot of questions.
And David, well, I guess we can't come till 3:30 though, right? What time can they come?
3:30.
3:30.
Yeah.
Friday.
Huh?
On Friday.
On Friday? Oh, they're talking about for the race?
Uh-huh.
The camp.
Yeah. Well, they can get here earlier, but I won't be here. No one will be here.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, just put 3:30.
They're all here in Yeshua.
Oh, hell. I'm still on?
Yeah.
Oh,
What would you say?
I'm sitting here chomping down on food.
That's you.
She said, finish your wiener.
Gotcha. Oh, he will.
Are you giving it up? Are you giving that mic up?
I don't know how to get it.
Negative grasshopper.
Go ahead, put it on you.
Put it on me.
Yeah. Tell everybody what's going on. Tell everybody thanks for watching.
Well, I'm just going to do it like this.
Okay.
All right. That was the meeting hosted by David from Lil Cochran. And again, check him out on Facebook. It's Lil Cochran, LilCochran. Check him out. And once again, thank y'all for watching. We truly appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing y'all coming down here. So y'all make sure to check them out. We love y'all, and remember to stay true to the hobby, stay true to yourself, and we love y'all. God bless. Have a great night.